Hey everybody, it's me, Lala, and clearly something is amiss. There's no tour. Well, that's number one. There's no tour. I was worried about him all day because I hadn't heard from him, and we're that kind of couple where we're in constant contact on Discord all day long. But I'm on spring break, he's at work, and, he had a day, so he needed some time. But don't worry, because I don't want people tuning out going, well, if there's no tour, I don't want to be here. Tour is coming. I actually have made contact with him, so he is going to show up. I just wanted to go ahead and shoot the intro and let him get himself together. There's a couple surprises. I'm not going to ruin them. Well, I'm not going to ruin one of them. But the other is that I finally got an e-body, and that's why I'm suddenly not pregnant. We're just taking a little departure from my storyline so that I can try out this e-body, because I figured if tour's not going to be here, I'm going to try out an e-body and not wait, because I have no patience. So I have an e-body and I love it. And I have some things from the 50 that I've put on. I love this top so much in the back. Oh, it's so lovely. So these are a couple of the items from the 50 that I was all excited about. And so I thought I'd put them on for everybody as I try out the e-body in this temporary departure because my pregnancy has more time to go. But, I figured if I was going to be fliffing alone, that I would do it with the e-body and take a little departure. The other excitement is that I have made contact with Buck Dallas, and now I have the books. I have the books that I will be placing everywhere I possibly can. And thank you, Buck Dallas, for sending me your book. I'm going to read it cover to cover. The other is that I'm finally at our Blanche retreat in Unity. And I know I've mentioned it in several of our videos, so I'm going to just cam out a little bit. And this is our retreat in Unity. That's our Muffins Milkers drop-off, Blanche Farms. I think it's the loveliest place to be. This used to be our original home when Tour and I first got together. And now we have our own sim. Well, Tour's sim, and I live on it. And we saved this space because we loved it so much. So it's become our public drop-off for Muffins Milkers and just the public side of coming to hang out with the Blanches. So I'm going to go ahead and link this in the description to the video when I post it. So if anybody wants to come and check it out firsthand, you can. So I'm going to go ahead and toss up the FLF website. Well, it's not the FLF website. It's Seraphim and 50 Linden Friday website. And their title for it today is 50 Linden Fridays isn't fooling with these savings. Haha, Seraphim, because it's April 1st. So April Fool's Day. So they are not fooling. I've looked at the note card. I know there are 2 sponsors. I know Tour's going to help me out with this when he is ready to go. But so we have all of our things here, different designers to go visit and to check out their things. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a little different. Like I said, there's one surprise in store, which I'm very excited about that I don't want to ruin. But FLF with Lala. And Tour. He's going to be here too. So stay tuned for that. And I'll be right back. Hey, everyone. Look who I found.
Hey.
It's Tour. Yeah. He made it just as I was on my way to the first stop. Which is one of 2 sponsors. But yes, no, I did tell everyone that RL had you. And as I was starting it, I had got contact from you. So I knew that you would be joining me when you had everything together. So
yes. So
here you are, and you haven't missed much. Just me starting us off in Unity, and I had put down a copy of Buck Dallas's book.
Yeah.
So I put it down in Unity. So I'll be finding some other places to drop that book in Stratagem.
Excellent.
So, but did you have anything you wanted to say before I moved into the first thing, or?
Well, so I do have to address that you wear Reborn very well.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say that I did buy, because I was telling everybody at the beginning, because the last couple of videos I've been like, Reborn, I want that butt.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, I have to wait till I'm done baking Blanches. I have to wait. You know, I have like no patience.
I do know.
Right.
Yes.
And then I saw a window of opportunity. And I was like, well, Tor may not be here today. And I know it would be like the normal progression of the pregnancy. I would change shape again.
Yes.
And so I just couldn't see doing that without you. So I was like, all right, we're going to take a tangent, alternate reality. And I'm going to throw on my Reborn because I bought this one and I bought Cupra earlier today.
Right.
And I put them both on with my normal legacy shape. And this one required the least amount of tweaking.
Makes sense.
So the Cooper one was going to take a lot of work. I was like, nope, we'll put that one aside and we'll go to Reborn because it was just a little bit of smoothing out and balancing. But, you know, because body to body, you know, a legacy shape isn't going to work with a Lara shape, isn't going to work with a Belleza shape. Like body, I mean, you know.
They all respond to the sliders a little differently.
Yeah. So I was testing it to see which one was going to be closest to my legacy shaping because that's my preferred like default. And so Reborn won. So thank you.
And it looks fantastic.
I love it. And I get to wear some of the things from the 50 because I mentioned that I love these pants. You could have put your pants on. We could have been twinsies.
I could have. I didn't know that you were wearing those specifically.
Yeah. So maybe when I fade to black, maybe I'll mix it up and put your other pants on. We'll see. I think that would be cute. We can try it. But in the interest of time, let's get into the first item, which is one of two sponsors. So who are our two sponsors today?
So we're at equal currently, and I'm so backwards. Let me get the
note card up. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and start. But Equal is one of two sponsors, and they have two style offerings. So you have like a really slinky sandal here and a booty. And, but in, I guess, you know, one pack, you get two colors. So you really have 4 offerings of one type and 4 offerings of the other type.
Yeah, which is, they're nice colors too.
They are. I'm going to get both of these. I haven't purchased them yet because, you know, my interface is off. So I haven't done that. But, I don't need you to break down the prices for me like you did for the Flifty because we're fliffing. So it's all 50. The only thing that, I would need you to clarify for me is the price on the fat pack. Because individually, I know I can buy them 50 each. But the fat pack, which I think has more colors than just the Fliffy.
I would hope so. So the fat pack is $1,200 or 1,020 if you have the group.
Yes, which I do. So.
Yes. So it doesn't look like they discounted the fat pack, but yes, the Fliff offering, of course, is 50 and is fantastic.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and pick these up. And then, did you get your note card out?
Yes, the other sponsor is Jian.
Jian. So we're going to see some animals.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and fade to black, and maybe you'll change your pants, and I'm going to buy some shoes.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. We have made it to the next destination, which is the sponsor, Jian.
Yes. Jian has dogs for us.
And you know I love dogs.
Yes.
I also love your pants. Well, now we're twinsies. You found your riot pants. What was amusing is you asked me what shade I was wearing, and I had completely forgotten that this came with a HUD. And I just put them on, so excited to put pants on my e-body, and didn't even bother to change the color. But your pants fit nice underneath your top. It's not the same maker, right? You said the top is not Riot.
It's not a Riot top. It's a Cold Ash top. But they fit just fine.
Yeah.
I will say I think your butt looks better in these jeans than mine. But,
Yeah.
That's okay.
Thank you. And I was so impressed that you had feet in these pants because I thought I couldn't wear feet in these pants because the flat foot on the Reborn or E-body. I don't know which one's the name of the body and which is I don't know. Can you help me out here? Is it E-body or Reborn? Like, is Reborn the brand or is E-body the brand?
E-body is the brand.
Reborn is the
model.
The model. Okay. So on the Reborn flat foot, it poked right through the jeans. Like, not even close. And so I'm like, oh, I must need to not wear feet with this. And then you have feet on. And I'm like, how'd you manage that? And you're like, they just worked. And so I'm like, all right, well, let me put some feet on and figure out which ones. I don't even know what midfoot is called on the Reborn, but it's midfoot. And again, in the interest of time, I'm just going barefoot because I don't know what shoes I have that fit this. I just unboxed this today, like literally maybe an hour ago.
Yeah, so it's kind of impulsive.
Yeah. So I'm just barefooting it, but I got cute nails. I mean, in the HUD for this body, they've got some nice nail polishes and styles. And so, I feel good, even though I'm just totally bohoing, like barefoot bohoing it. And that's fine. And I'm going to get this dog, and I'm probably going to put it on. So we've got Rottweilers, because I'm a dog person. And there's no mount. You know, I'm always looking for a mount now after that tiger thing. Coyote, wolf, Thai wolf. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
So we have a companion.
And a wanderer.
But two types.
And a held version.
Yes. So we have two types. So one has all three. It's like a puppy, I think.
Right. Yes.
And then the other is like an adult dog, but that's only a companion and a wanderer.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm getting both. And then I'm going to have me a little pet to walk next to me.
Cute.
This one actually looked like one of the dogs I had. She was actually a black and tan Labrador Retriever. She wasn't a Rottweiler, but she always got confused as a Rottweiler. And I think Rotties I love all dogs, really. And yes. I think Rottweilers are one of those breeds that sometimes gets a bad rap, but they are sweet dogs.
What was her name?
Riva.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah. All right. So any other, I know we did a fair amount of talking here about various things, but is there any other thoughts you had before we picked it up?
I just always love Jian stuff, and yeah, enjoy the dog, and we'll head to the next.
Sounds good. All right. We are at the next destination, which is where?
We're at ADD Andel.
ADD Andel. And I have my very own virtual Riva here with me now, my Jian Rottweiler companion.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
She's so cute.
She's adorable, and I love how she looks at me.
Yes.
So here with this one, this is how do you say this? Décolletage? Is that I'm saying that right?
Actually.
Décolletage shade. Now this actually reminds me of old school SL, and I don't know Tour because I know you've been around a while, but typically you don't have boobies.
No.
You were just Tour the whole time. Unlike me, who's been many people. But back in the day, we would use these shaders, and you can see in the picture, I'm not going to zoom in too close because YouTube gets funny about that sort of thing. But in the picture behind me, you'll see that it just basically makes it look like your boobs come, they're touching. There's some shade there. There's, it just gives it some more definition. And I really don't know. I don't feel that something like this is that necessary anymore. That's the kind I said. It really kind of takes me back to 2007.
So, yeah, I think some of it depends on like the body shape you're using and such. I know you also use like deformers to create the same effect a lot of times.
Yeah.
So this could be another way of doing it, and it also probably depends on the types of outfits you're wearing. Like, I could see a reason to use it with the like outfit shown, but yeah, generally I don't think that you would need something like this.
No. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I do use a lot of I use Birth's Boobomatic. That's what I use the most. And I can link that in the description as well. Or I've used chrysanthemum deformers, and I can link those too. But there's a fair amount of deformers out there nowadays. And I don't know. I think you're right. You can achieve this sort of thing with those. But if you don't want to have to wear an additional item, because it is an attachment, you could do something like this and get some shade. I believe it's a tattoo layer. I'm not sure. I can't see the demo, but I'm assuming it's a tattoo layer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is. Go ahead.
It says that it's bum only. I'm going to see if I can find out if it's a tattoo layer.
Okay.
So demo says tattoo layer. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a good route to go if you don't want to have to wear an attachment to get some décolletage. But yeah, I'm all set, so I won't be picking this up. But definitely, if you want some décolletage, here's an option for you.
Perfect.
Ready for the next?
Yes.
Okay, we have made it to the next destination. And I want to say, before you announce who it is, I love that you have given me a cup to hold.
Mm-hmm.
My dog mom mug, because I don't know that we've mentioned this before, but I use the, I want to say it's the CTS wardrobe system. I can link it too, but before using the wardrobe system, you and I just did our LV folders, and you had like a thing where you could just attach things.
It worked okay, but it was fairly clumsy, and one of the things we really like about the CTS wardrobe is the ability to tag items and search for them by those tags, and also be able to see a preview picture of what they are, because names are not always very informative.
Right. Yep.
So
I'll link that one too. We picked it up. Well, actually, you bought it for me a while ago. And
2019, yeah.
soon after we met.
So we started using it this year.
Yes. Because a friend of ours had it, was raving about it. And I'm like, oh, I should check it out. And then I go to the marketplace to be like, you were gifted this in 2019 by Aspen Normandy, which was, your old legacy name, Intrinsic Desire. But yeah, so then we've been using it. I have to... It's about spending time with loading everything and organizing the folders. And so I made a real big effort at the onset. So I have a lot of the core things in there, especially the attachments, because I know that you enjoy giving me food to hold. And it gets a little challenging when I get as large as I do. So we're taking advantage of this alternate reality and the fact that I don't have a ginormous belly to give me a mug that I would otherwise be unable to hold.
Yeah. So, but yeah, while it does take some time at the onset, I've found that it long-term saves time in finding things and remembering things that you have. I know you use it for glasses a fair bit as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And not even my whole glass collection is in there.
Yeah.
Majority of my glasses are like all my fetch glasses and my zoom glasses, because I have a lot of those. But I have other glasses like these right here. Not in there.
Yep.
I went looking through my inventory to see what other glasses I have, and I found these. I don't even know what they're called. So, yeah, I gotta work. It's about finding the time, Inventory work takes time.
It does. I've thought about getting it myself, actually.
You should.
Yeah.
I should gift it to you, and then you can wait 2 years and then use it. So.
All right.
Is it 2 or 3? No, 3.
3. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about where we're at.
We're at ANC Limited, or ANC Limited. And
ANC Limited.
The little sky rug.
And, I watched a couple of flip videos already, I'll be honest. I watched, I won't name them, but I watched a couple of videos. And there seemed to be some confusion about what's actually included here. Is it just the rug? Is it the rug and the balloons? Is it the rug, the balloons, and the ladder? Like, I'm of the mind to think that it's all of these things right here, because why would they be rezzed out here if they're not all a part of it?
Right. That's a legitimate question. Let me see if I can get an answer to that question. Mesh says 2LI. So it looks like it is just the rug.
Really? So why would it be photographed with these other things if it doesn't come with it?
I'm not sure. But if it is to land impact, that's the only item here that's to land impact.
Wow. Okay, so they're doing a bit of staging, but apparently it's just the circular rug. So the balloons and the ladder, and I don't even know if whatever glittery confetti stuff is on it. You think that? I don't even know.
The glitter is included.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's the glittery stuff on the rug. Glittery rug. Okay. There you go. Glittery rug. I'm sure you're going to purchase that.
Yes, I did. I did.
I probably will too, because I always seem to need a rug and I don't ever have enough.
Yeah,
So.
and having a glittery rug option is kind of nice.
Yeah, although I would like it with the balloons and the ladder, but that's okay. I'm sure they sell those things here. If you want that whole setup, then, you know.
The balloons are called the Bedtime Story balloons.
Okay.
And the ladder is called Reach for the Moon.
That's cute. Well, thank you for that.
Both of those are ANC offerings.
Okay. Very good. All right, well, let me get my interface back on here so I can buy them, and then we'll make our way to the next place.
Okay.
All right, we've made it to the next store, which is what tour?
We're at Astara.
Astara, and it's shoes for everyone except a couple of the bodies. But because it's Mithral, Legacy, and Jake.
Yes.
And remember, we talked about this before, when they make for the men in corsets, men in pasties, men in boots. I love it so much. So we have another shoe that Jake can wear. Still no Jian. So, are you disappointed that you can't get heels?
So this doesn't surprise me because I don't think Jian body has different feet arches.
That's a good point.
And it mentions Jake Frisky Feet, which I suspect is a add-on for Jake.
Maybe? Or it could be in the HUD.
Or it could be the name in the HUD, yes.
Yeah, because, like back in the day with Slink, you'd have to buy the different foot types.
Yeah.
So I see where you're going with that.
Right. But Jian has no such parallel. So, but these are strappy heels. They are very shiny.
Yeah.
And
we'll have to watch out and see if any of these shoes that might be on Flif come in reborn. Because I'm still barefoot.
yes.
But anyway, so this one has 10 textures. And like I said, Mithral, Legacy female only, not the male, and Jake. So
yep.
These are fun. They're interesting. I think I'll pick them up. They're only 50 linden. So, it's worth trying. And I know I don't have anything quite like this. So it seems
looks like
surprising.
It's one of the mid heels, which I think you like.
Yes, I love an option that other than high or ouch, whatever they call it in the different body types. So
yeah, because that definitely doesn't look like the high heel to me.
No, that's a good point. Okay, yeah, I'm all about these, so I will pick these up, and you'll get us ready to go to the next destination.
Yep.
Okay, we are at the next store, which is where tour?
We're at the Belleza store.
Belleza. And I believe we have some bomb makeups again.
Yes. Looks like bomb eye makeup for the Leluca Evo X head only.
Yes, and we've just got two styles. So we have like a bold one and one that's just like corners. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
So do they have names?
One is called corner eyeliners, which so you're not wrong, and the other one is called bold eyeliners.
Oh,
so
okay.
You're totally on the money for both of those.
Yay
without
me.
Even meaning to be.
Yay me. Now, both of these make me, remember the conversation we had last time we were at Belleza on a Flif and they had makeup. And I know we've had this conversation before where, I go on about if it's a bomb layer, it's going to be on my neck or my chin or whatever. And so I just want to make sure, probably at some point this weekend, I'm going to go circle back to my skin maker to see if they've redone my skin in Evo X so that I don't have to deal with that anymore. So, but I did have a fellow vlogger ask me where my skin is from, and it's Details. And I know I've said it before, but I'll link Details again. I forget which one. I want to say this one's Flora. Sounds right from all the times I've had to take on and off my freckles in order to get them to show up. But mixed type is the skin tone. Details, Flora, I believe, is the name of the skin. But I will link that in the description. So as far as these eyeliners go, what are your thoughts, Tour? Do you think these are something I should pick up or not?
They would go well with the heels.
That's true. If I'm putting together a whole look. And I'm missing things. Not everything on me rezzed as I got over here. So I'm zoomed in and then I'll zoom out. But I was going to take a look at my makeup, but my glasses are missing. My mug's missing. Sometimes that happens when you don't res in properly.
Yeah.
But yes, okay, then I will pick these up and make sure I'm all resed in. And are we ready for the next?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we have made it to the next spot, and it's very popular here. I've got body parts, resin, but go ahead.
This is Bonbon, and everyone wants a piece.
Yes, everyone wants some Bonbon because they have a really cute offering this week. I'm going to pick this up too, but it's the Setsu hair. And go ahead.
So normally you like a longer hair, but this is a shorter hair, but it's fuller and it's a little bit messy.
Yes.
But yeah, I really like this one too.
Yeah. So I saw it again because I watched a couple flip videos earlier today, and I was like, yeah, that's a must. That's a very cute hair. You're absolutely right. I don't like a short hair typically, but this one has more going on than just like a blunt, messy cut. You're right. It has a little bit more fullness to it. And it's got some like wavy wisps, and not everything's right in place. And, you know, the hair on the front appears to be a little longer than the cut in the back. And so, yeah, I'm all about it. This is my kind of short hair.
I also like that you can change which side the part and the like hair of the eye is.
Yeah.
They have a flipped version. Looks like it comes in fitted and unrigged, and tinting HUD. So yeah, it looks like you can do your roots different from the actual hair color, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. So now, is it just 2 palettes that are 50, or is it like all 3 at the bottom? Because I only see 2 50 linden signs underneath.
So it's just the 2 options, the naturals and the ombres. Ombres?
Ombre, yeah.
Oh, yeah, ombres.
So what's the one in the middle?
Colors. It's called Colors, and it's $300.
It's full price. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, they gave you the natural colors and they gave you ombres. So unless you're someone who wears the rainbow colors, then you might be out of luck here. But maybe not. You just get the ombre and you've got some rainbow in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm going to pick this up in both of the 50 linden offerings.
Excellent.
All right. So, Tour, I'm going to let you take this one because this was definitely in your wheelhouse.
So we're at ChiMia, and they have the White Tower Skybox, which looks like kind of a fantasy-style architecture. It looks more like a rounded building, which is interesting. Not perfectly round. It looks like it's... well, I won't be able to count how many faces there are until we get there. But they do have a demo area, which we'll be checking out. I really like, at a glance on the picture, the window designs and the tile on the floor. Both look very nicely detailed and rather lovely.
Yeah, I would agree with you. So I'm curious to see the demo. Are you ready to go?
I am.
All right, we've made it to the demo.
We have, and we can see that not only is it like beautifully detailed in here, but also the windows are very functional. They cast some really lovely lighting from the sun outside.
Yeah.
Or from a projector light source if you want to get creative with those.
And yeah, that's a whole nother video for you.
Yes. So this is actually kind of an amazing bargain for 50 lindens. Now this is very much a skybox. It has no exterior texture at all. You can't really place it as part of like a build, but you could have it as like part of a tower that, you know, you have a stairway that teleports you up here, or anything like that would work very well.
Yeah, because it has a door there, so not that it's functional. I believe that's not functional at all.
No.
But yeah, and you know, when I see a place like this, my head goes right to RP, roleplay.
It's a great RP space, yes.
Yeah, but very much like you said, I mean, it doesn't have to be. It can be a private study. maybe you have a teleport up to it on your parcel or your sim. It could be a welcome area if you own a sim and you want give people a place to land and options as far as where to teleport to. There's a lot of different uses for a space like this.
I really can't get over these windows if you
They're
zoom
gorgeous,
in on them a
yeah.
lot. Like they have slight tarnish to them. They have like an oiliness to them.
Mm-hmm.
There's some incredible detail work there.
Yeah.
And the floor tile is very interesting to look at without looking too busy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the way that the pieces get progressively larger towards the middle, and then this very nice red tile starting at the door and going across the room. This is lovely.
Yeah, it's very nicely done. I'll pick this up myself because I like to grab a skybox. Never know when you want. It's a fancy circular tower type looking place.
Exactly.
So, all right, very good. Are we ready to head to the next?
We are.
All right, we've made it to the next store, which is where?
We're at Clover.
Clover. And it's these blades.
Yes. They're like sci-fi blades that you strap to your forearms.
Yes. And I think there were some things here. What else does it say? Unrigged dual blades. 4 beautiful bento animations. Were you going to say something?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to start reading the same thing.
Go ahead. No, you read. Okay. You have a lovely voice.
Yep, and they come with custom sounds and particle effects. Apparently, they're tied into the Linden damage system, so they're combat functional. They use a tinting HUD, which I assume not only tints the blades, but also impacts. It looks like there's a lighting effect going on in them, so I'm assuming that's part of that. Weapon uses gestures, so you can... Yeah, they come with a gesture set, so you can use those animations. I assume there's also a HUD, but there might not be. You might just have to rely on the gestures for combat usage.
So what are your thoughts on this?
So, I like the style of them. I think they're lovely. I don't like underarm blades.
Why?
As they're functionally disadvantageous. So underarm blades, you're very likely to. So this is getting into the real world analysis.
Yes, I figured you were going to give me some combat tips here.
Yeah, the blade itself, when your arm is at rest, is aimed at you, the wielder, not at your enemy. These types of weapons are, for some reason, very common. They're a very common trope in fantasy-style weaponry, but this is just not something that it takes advantage of your body's leverage to get either reach or to threaten your opponent. You have to put your arms in very strange positions to actually attack your opponent. You get a lot more if you actually have something either across the top of the forearm or ideally out of the tops of the knuckles aimed outwards. Because this kind of thing is just it's not really great. Like when you bring your arms down, you have a chance of slicing your own chest or your abdomen or your sides. You have to be very careful.
I really value your input on this because I know you have a very vast knowledge base and experience with combat and gaming. And so that's why I figured you'd have an opinion on these blades. Please also, continue.
Not just gaming, but also SCA stuff.
SCA?
Society for Creative Anachronism, or kind of does live action RP stuff.
LARPing?
With medieval.
Wait, is this new to me?
I'm not active.
So you've
with them
LARPed
anymore. Yeah.
Did I know this?
No.
Well, the things you learn. How many years have I known you? 3, 4? We're going into 4.
3. Yeah, we're going.
And this has never come up.
Yeah. I know.
Well, you and I actively roleplay in SL.
Yes.
Not as active as we'd like at times, but I have a role-playing background. I learned to roleplay because of SL. It was a concept I was completely unfamiliar with before that. And so I know what LARPing is. I didn't realize that you yourself were a LARPer and have real-world experience. So, I stand corrected. Not just gaming experience, but live action role-play weaponry experience.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love learning new things about you. So, like I said, I knew that you would have an opinion on these, and I just love the stories that flow out of you when I ask for your opinion on an item.
But they are really nicely made. They look wonderful, and if you want to go for it, go for it.
But I have a feeling you're going to pass.
I'm passing, yes.
All right. Are we ready for the next?
We are.
Okay, we have made it to the next store. Where are we, Tor?
We're at CuteCult.
CuteCult. And they have a wreath.
Yes, they do.
Their very own style of wreath.
It's a very aggressive wreath.
It says it's called Kind Words.
Uh-huh.
Is it not kind?
It doesn't appear to be kind words.
Well, not when it says gross, fuck off, shit, ew, hell no, and nope.
And under the ribcage, nah.
Oh, I missed that. Thank you for pointing that out. A hidden heart.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But, I think they may have missed their window, because this could have been a good offering for Valentine's.
Absolutely. It's even Valentine-y colored.
It is.
So
it's about a month and a half too late.
Or early.
Or
many months early.
Many months early, yes.
Yes. So you can pick up a deal on an anti-Valentine wreath at CuteCult. Get ready for February 2023.
Right. But that said, this is one of the things that I like about FLF. If I had only looked at the website, I probably would have passed on this item, and I would have missed out on the fact that they've got these cool space rocks available for Happy Weekend, which I'm getting.
So you've come up here to the space rocks.
Yep.
And this is
I've
why
come up here to space rocks.
This is why it's so important that we visit every item, even if we're not interested.
Yep.
Because you never know what surprises the store's gonna have. Maybe it's not FLF, it's Happy Weekend.
Exactly.
So, yeah, good point, Tor. You got your rocks?
I do.
All right, you ready to go?
We are.
All right. We have made it to the next store, which is where?
Fulbright. I mean, DP YumYum.
It's so Fulbright, we're in shadow in my with my Winlight settings. Since I'm in a realistic ambient, and so
I'm in region default, and it's the same. We're completely in shadow.
Yeah, we are shadowed by the brilliance of the Fulbright display.
Yes.
So, it's a hair, and it's a unique braid looking hair.
Yep.
The DP YumYum hairs don't work for me, but it's, cute hairs.
They are only offering pink for FLF.
What? Just the pink?
Every other color is 300 lindens.
Wow. Okay. So if you wear pink hair, you've got a bargain here at DP YumYum.
Yep.
Okay. Should we move on? Because I know how much you love Fulbright. I'm sure your eyes are bleeding.
Don't have to ask me twice.
Okay, we've made it to the next store, and we are at
We're at dough.
dough. Now, my normal stance on dough is it's too flat for me. But look at this hair.
They must have been listening.
Oh my goodness. Now, I think this hair also comes with the horns.
Yes, optional color change horns. It does
Yep.
come with the horns.
So, you know I'm sold.
Yes, that's pretty nice.
Yeah. So, is it just one color set that's 50 linden? Like, what's the story here?
Let's see. So, all colors shown are included, which is a lot of them. If you look at that bottom...
Right underneath the display?
Yes.
That's a lot for 50.
Wait.
Is it?
Oh, wait. Sorry. No, that's $3.99.
That's the fat pack.
Yes. So you
So
can
this
get
down here is the
these
fat pack.
3 color packs on the right side for 50 each.
Gotcha. Okay, so we have is it the Flux?
Flux
and-
Edition, Kraken Edition,
Kraken.
or Raccoon Edition.
Raccoon. All right. I don't know which one I would want. Like, there's some normal colors in there.
Yeah, Flux has kind of the most natural hair colors, I would say.
Yeah. So probably Flux for
Raccoon
me.
looks very striped,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you would go for a Kraken. Or no,
Flux.
for Flux, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pick this up. I haven't bought a doe hair in a very long time because they're
Yeah.
usually flat. But now you've got volume and horns?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm sold. Sold for sure. All right.
Nice.
Any other comments before I purchase these and we move on?
No, I think this looks wonderful.
Okay, I know where we are, but Tour, how about you tell us where?
We're at Floorplan.
And we're not saying brocante because it's not really brocante. It's something else, and it's not even on the flip. So it's floor
Right.
plan.
Yeah, this one is Floorplan.
Floor plan. And because I had a sneak preview of Fliff because of 2 other videos, I knew what was waiting for us here. Should I just
Yes.
zoom in on the sconce or the what are they calling this?
You can show both, but yeah, they continue to dip paintings in paint for some reason. And but yes, they also have this wonderful wall sconce.
wall sconce. Are you going to pick up the sconce?
I have picked up the sconce.
Because
Yes.
I know you're sure as hell not getting a dipped painting.
No, I'm not getting the dipped painting. I find that still very strange.
And they have the whole collection still available for anyone who needs to catch up on their dipped paintings.
They also have this collection of sconces.
They
Only one
do.
of them is for 50 at the moment, but the others are only 75, so
That's not bad. So you can get the sconces in the other colors. So it looks like we've got a couple of silver options, a black option, two golds. Maybe that's a copper and a gold. And then I guess is rose gold the one? Would you call that rose gold that's for the flip item? Not sure.
I would call that copper.
Oh, that's the copper one. Okay.
Rose gold is the one on the far left.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I will leave the sconces to you. And
Very
I
good.
know better than to pick up any dipped paintings because there's sure as hell not going to be anywhere I can res them. Earlier I did say when I was doing the introduction in Unity that the sim is your stratagem. And I mean, so is Unity. But yeah, I know that if you ever found one of these dipped paintings on your sim or in Unity, you would return to sender. Or owner in this case. So.
I may, yes.
Oh, you would. All right, are we ready for the next?
Yes, we are ready for the next.
Okay. We have made it to the next door, and this one looks familiar because, like, some things are Fulbright except for some displays.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a mix of Fulbright and not. I remember this was the store where you went off into a whole thing about lighting, right?
Yeah, folks, really, just put a little bit of effort into your lighting. I know not everyone has advanced lighting model on, but please.
Yeah. And then we have a friend here, Miss Up Front, where I can't even get a clear shot of the dresses because she's like right on top of them.
She's very interested in this gingham dress.
Yes, she is. Yeah, she's really thinking it over. But yes, we have gingham dresses. If I can cam in past her far enough to see them. It's two sets, right?
2 sets of 3 colors, yes.
Yes. And so 50 linden per set.
Yep.
So you get 3 dresses for 50 linden or 6 for 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question because I want to see, like, how well do you know Lala, your partner of 3 years, going on 4? Is this gingham dress for me?
I wouldn't think so.
You would be correct. I am not a gingham person so much, and maybe not this much gingham. Maybe like,
Right.
I don't know if it was like an accent to like something in gingham, that's fine. But gingham, the whole thing feels a bit like a tablecloth to me. But
Right.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
You know, there may be a day when you are of a size that requires a tablecloth, but
Oh my goodness.
not a
Wow. As you sip whatever you're drinking, it's like, here, let me drop that on you and sip whatever beverage I have handy. Let you process what I just said. Now, you know, I'm all about it because I am
Yes.
all about being a big girl. So when you make your little jokes about being big enough where only a tablecloth will fit, I'm not insulted by that. It's more like,
and it's not meant as
wow.
one.
No, I know it's not, but and I like that because that's really not the how do I want to say, the conventional thinking, right? And that's
Right.
something you and I try to battle as much as possible.
Yeah.
So, you know, and actually you're a lot of the, well, you are the reason why I've, you know, come as far as I have with just body, you know, acceptance and positivity and not trying to fit a mold created by, you know, companies and people trying to sell products.
Right.
So,
Speaking of products, while this is not for us, it does bear mentioning because it is not immediately apparent on the signs. It is for Reborn, Maitreya, and Legacy.
oh, so if I wanted to wear a tablecloth as a reborn, I could.
You could. But yeah, we'll be hopping on, I think.
Yeah. Are you ready for the next?
I am.
Okay, tour. Where are we?
We are at Infinite, and we're joined by 2 fantastic individuals.
This was the surprise I was alluding to in the beginning of the video. We're here with the creator behind Infinite, the one I've been going on and on about his book. He actually gave it to me. The Buck Dallas.
Also known
Hi.
as Real Daddy.
Real daddy.
Yeah.
And then Zipper is here, Fem Daddy.
Hello.
And she's the creator behind Alt 3.
I'm not an FLF this week, but I'm always down for a party.
It's okay. I'm more important than Zipper.
So were you guys just casually barbecuing and just hanging out for everybody?
Yeah. This is how you do FLF right. I've also got a tiny little cat next to me barbecuing.
Oh, let me see.
For
Yes.
tiny little cat people.
Oh, I see it now. I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah, I was going to point that out too. That's adorable.
Oh, do you make that too?
No. I didn't make the grill.
Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. I have been talking about you since that wedding that Zipper invited us to. And you just made my night that night. Like your commentary
God.
at that wedding was just cracking me up. I don't know if you saw me there or not, because I was in my mobile throne and I was off to the side because it was a packed, tiny cathedral thing, gazebo. I don't know. There was like,
I don't know, but you don't know me that well, and you can ask Zipper. I literally survive on the energy that I get from compliments. So I'm literally like fattening up with delicious, savory, succulent compliments right now.
I love a clever person and just the wittiness and your voice. Like, I'm just listening to everybody make noises and do gestures and all this, and I know no one. The only person I know is Zipper. And and I'm just listening to this. And Tour and I, we're always in Discord together, and we were like literally going to sign out for the evening. And when we got these teleports, just teleports, like DJs do, from from Zipper, and I was like, oh, okay, well, let's go check this out, because I've been waiting for an invite from Zipper, because we met her and OMG, which is she OMG or Barb? Like,
You can call her Barb.
Barb, okay.
Yeah, Barb.
I always call her OMG, but I think I saw it on her Flickr or something. It's Barb. And so, you made a comment about like a barbecue or something, and I was like, okay, well, that one day that invite will come. And
you just sat by your bed every night,
eagerly waiting.
Please.
Is tonight the night?
Be the day.
Yes.
And it was a random wedding where I know no one, but we went, and you were highly entertaining, Buck.
Yes.
And
It was a troll wedding too.
were
I
cracking
really
up.
high key thought me and Zipper are also always in Discord, and she did not tell me that she invited you guys. I was like, oh, I guess they're just also trolls.
Nope, we had no idea what was going on. So we
No.
just settled in the back and enjoyed the show.
The best thing about that wedding was there was a woman on voice playing a real piano.
Yes.
That was amazing.
It was so
That
good.
was
She
impressive.
was phenomenal.
Taking requests and everything.
Well,
she was
incredible.
phenomenal.
You and I, Tour, were debating if that was like really someone playing, and then when people started throwing out songs, and it would change, and
Yeah.
it was like, holy shit, that's real.
Yeah, she was really playing. I mean, I was taken aback. Like, she was really... I tipped her a lot of Lindens. She
Yeah.
wasn't really accepting tips, I guess, but I was like, you're taking it.
They're making it rain.
So we also looked to see if like she had like a some sort of group or something. She had a totally blanked out profile, so she must have just been like a friend
she's just like... I think
Yeah.
she's just one of those chicks that hangs out at the hubs and like, talks or whatever.
Huh.
And she just happens to be a virtuoso piano player. It's
My
really
goodness.
It was incredible.
I thought that was another added layer to this random ass wedding. Like, just the people like cursing and carrying on, and then like whoever the chick was who was greeting people and like totally mouthing off and then going ahem, and then like trying to bring it back into thank you everyone for being here today, and then like cursing people out in the next breath. So
the 20-foot tall undead in the back.
the what?
The like 20-foot tall undead in the back.
Oh right, yeah. Somebody
I
thought
remember I cammed over to you and I was like, that's a cool girl right there. You were living your best life in your craft work.
yes.
That like sofa
Yeah.
gracer thing.
And that's how we met Zipper in the first place. Like, we showed up to her store in my mobile throne, which is the craft work, chair, and Tour modded it, put all the food on it for me, and so we showed up in that, and she got in my IMs right away, and then the rest is history, because she did that, and she brought in OMG, and I like fangirled a little bit because I've been in the Flip group a long time, so I know who OMG is, but yeah, and then it was just inspired me to start making videos again, to capture
And now
that.
you're famous.
Totally famous.
What's it like being so famous?
Oh my goodness, you're the one with a book.
It just has one page that says it's not that great.
Oh my goodness. Well, that night at the wedding, I think Tour, he didn't even get to see the ceremony. But your closing statement, I knew I could leave after that, was like, I'm so glad I waited 45 minutes for this 2-minute ceremony. And I'm like, mic drop. I'm done. That was so perfect. Because it was literally that.
We did wait there a long time. We waited there a long time for them to say like 30 seconds of vows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't even stay up. I was
He was
passing
trying.
out.
Yeah.
I was trying, but yeah, we were waiting quite a while as well.
Well,
and-
next time, don't worry, Tor. I'll keep you up.
Sounds good.
Oh my goodness. All right, so should we look at Buck's offering for Flip?
yeah.
I know we're socializing.
So let
go
me see
ahead.
if I can stop dancing for a moment. I was
can
pulled into a
uninvite you.
dance. Okay.
And
Or
if
I
you-
think you
There
could
we
type
go.
99 stop.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Because I need
Got
to sit on this.
and you can sit
Yeah,
me with
sit
you
on
this
it.
time too, if it's because it's adult and PG.
Okay.
So, and I'm not in my throne today, so you should be able to sit me just fine with those RLV commands that you love so much. Well, we both
Okay.
do.
Let me just.
Ooh.
Oh.
yank
Ooh,
you.
I also like RLV commands.
Bonk.
Aww. Okay, so let's
Your dog is not enjoying this.
Oh, he's fine, or she's fine. Riva, my new friend. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we've got 2 offerings. We've got the pink and the holographic, and it's Homer's Nook.
Yes. So those are the 2 flip options. There are other color options,
Of
but not
course.
for flip.
Now, can I ask a question?
Yes.
And this is for Buck. So 3-hour sequenced bento animation. Now you're offering at the 50. You had like a 2.5 hour one. So is that literally what it sounds like? Like I could just set this playing and it's going to do something different from 3 hours?
Yes, yeah, 100%. Like, so the 3 hours is in the adult. So in that one, in the 3 hours, that's also the same one that's in the beds. So it's an hour and a half of adult and an hour and a half of like solos, cuddles.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think there might be massages in it too.
Okay.
I think.
Because I don't see a lot of that. Like I know that exists. I know we have some furniture that has some sequences in it. I know I have some stripper poles that have sequences.
Yes, you do.
So when I saw that at the Flifty, as we call it, I was intrigued, and we haven't gone through the sequences yet, but I know that we will.
I love that you picked up on that because I felt like I really was doing something whenever I came up with the phrase. Because, other people, they'll be like, there's blah, blah, blah adult amount. They'll be like, there's 10 adult animations and, 5 cuddles or whatever. I just have so many in there that I'm just going to say it's 3 hours. 'Cause that, like, legit, you could press the sequence button and you could go through all the sequences, it'll take you 3 hours.
So
Yeah.
I also have to say, while a lot of places do have that many animations in them, they usually don't go through the extra step to sequence them. So that's really appreciated. We like the sequences. We
Good.
enjoy those quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, Tor. With
So-
your RLV commands, huh?
Yeah, he's got those and remotes and yeah.
Sorry, this is on YouTube. I need to keep it friendly.
Oh, I'm new to relatively new to posting videos. I've only had one. No, I had one taken down because my mom was showing too much nipple in a video,
Yep.
so I had it taken down.
Aw.
And then I think there were just too many nipples on Fliff one day, and it got age restricted, but it was still up, so that was good.
Yeah.
So I thought it was more of a visual thing, but if we're talking naughty, that'll get me pulled down from YouTube too.
I have no idea.
They're pretty random.
So
They're pretty random.
I want to look at the texture changing because, like I kept saying to her this
sure.
whole time, I saw 2 Fliff videos this morning, and there's one in one of the videos they seem to have some difficulty changing the textures, and I was like, well, I'm going to check this out myself. So
No, it works great.
I see that.
It's because it was on this item for me. I actually forgot to make it where anybody could do it.
Oh,
So I fixed it like an hour or 2 ago.
yeah, okay, gotcha. Because I was like, why is she having such a hard time? It says texture change. So
Yeah. Well,
okay,
You fixed it before we got here, so that's what's
that's all that
important.
matters. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because you guys are more important than
That's so funny. I always try. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but I always just not name any of the other vloggers, just
Right.
because I don't want any trouble. Although one of them's been really cool to me, and I'll have to give her a shout out. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So does the wood texture change too, or no? Just the fabric?
No,
The-
just
the
the
wood-
fabrics. And all the fabrics basically just texture change to all the colors that are available.
Yeah, I see that.
Right.
So you could change the pillows to all the colors and the fabrics, and then the parts that don't change is the base and the comforter.
Right. So the crate itself and the blanket that you're laying on.
Yeah.
But
And then
you can independently change all 3 pillows and the 2 drapes that are on top of it.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
You might say that
very
there's
customizable.
infinite possibilities.
I think we could say that.
We could say that.
Now, I also, because, I have time because we don't fliff until the end of the day because, I'm Pacific and Tour's not, but, we have to wait for work being over and everything. But somebody else then also said that the fliff offerings were only PG, which is false. So it's PG and
No,
adult.
it is. It is only PG.
But it's
It
up
is
in the
only-
box.
So,
The fliff is only PG. The adult version is $199.
yeah. So
But-
that's how it always is for me at my store with furniture, because it's just easy. It's just, but I see now that it is becoming confusing. So I probably am gonna do it differently.
Yeah.
Because like 3 or 4 people have said today that they were confused on
Yeah. Well,
Right.
what they were gonna get.
That's how come when I was watching the video and she was like, "Oh, it's only PG. That's 50." I was like, "No, but look in the purple box. There's an A in there."
And if I can give a bit of feedback, I understand why you have the full sign purchasable, but it might be more intuitive to people if they have to specifically click on
The
the
PG.
adult or PG.
Yeah, the different buttons.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause-
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah,
But
it's
you
just
could
one of
tint
those
the
things.
PG one purple.
Yeah, you could tint
Yeah,
it.
what
yeah.
I think I'm gonna do is, you see how I have this, like, I'm literally
Yeah.
modifying it right now. I think what I'm gonna do is, in the future, I'm gonna put the little box
Mhm.
around the button, like that.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that would make it very clear.
Yep.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would maybe help clarify it.
I think so because I was getting ready
It's
to correct.
hard. It's hard sometimes because sometimes you think something's gonna be obvious and then it's not, and you're like, oops.
Well, now we've clarified it is the PG versions, just like the one vlogger said.
Yes.
And we'll pick up an adult version because
But importantly, while the adult ones are not 50, they are discounted. The normal adult versions are $299. They're only $199 for fliff. So
Oh,
Yeah.
there is that.
Well, there
Well,
you go.
everything is discounted. Like, I think normally this would be $5.99, $9.99
Well, there you
for
go.
PG.
Wow.
And,
that's a
for
steep
PG
discount.
and adults. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
those animations aren't cheap, y'all. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no
doubt.
So get you a Nook and get cozy with a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna.
And after the broadcast, I'll be getting cozy with a new friend.
Oh, yeah.
That's you, Tor.
I figured it would be. I was,
I'm encroaching on your man. That's what's happening.
that's fine. I'm a sharing kind of gal, so
Oh, okay. We live
All
for
right,
a sharing
Consuela, you're my
queen.
new friend. There we go.
And so I was camming on you, Buck, and I see you have a sign behind you that says Phillips Cube.
I love that.
Oh, that was my April Fool's joke.
That is fantastic.
That
I
was
love
my
it.
April Fool's joke I posted on Facebook.
0-hour sequence bento animation menu. Texture change? Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. Absolutely no materials enabled.
That is perfect. I love
See,
that.
I think I think you should actually commit to it fully and actually put a plywood box in there for sale for one linden.
I considered it, but I actually think that you're not allowed to do that. I actually think that Second Life frowns on you selling just a prim.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you could always do it for $0 and just call it Phillips Cube for the novelty
A group gift.
group gift.
Yeah, it's a group gift.
Now
But yeah,
you know what
we
I would
loved that.
you know what
we
I would
loved that.
you know what else I would love is if we could coax Buck out from behind the grill. You move me over to sit with Zipper, and Buck has a seat with you.
Okay.
You don't have to coax me. You don't have to coax me. You don't. There's no coaxing.
Oh my
necessary.
goodness! You're gonna have
Hey
to
there,
sit Sit me down. Don't carry on with Buck. Sit me down. Oh my goodness.
There's no coaxing necessary, okay? We're here.
Oh my goodness. There. Thank you.
I was trying to get the menu.
I think it's funny that you thought you would need to convince me.
How you doing?
Oh my goodness.
This is nice.
This is very cute.
This is nice.
I love that your dog is with us too.
Yeah, and I'm like a big pillow for you, Zipper.
We got the 2 boys and the 2 gals.
This is fantastic. Everyone needs to come shop at Infinity and Alt 3 immediately. This has been amazing. Thank you both so much for barbecuing, like for hours and hours until we got here.
Oh, it was a great time.
Sorry for being late.
It is a great time. We actually do this all the time. We come down here whenever, especially when FLF is happening, and we just like. I think
awesome.
what did we do maybe like 2 months ago? We did karaoke, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We did a karaoke session while people were shopping FLF. And it was mostly just me singing show tunes, but you know what? I'm living my fantasy.
So,
Nice.
you know, I know we tend to FLF. Usually, what time is it tour? It's more like 5 p.m. SLT, in that range.
Yeah.
So, are you
normally.
guys usually, well, it's already going to be almost 6 now, but I'm just ballpark. Are you guys usually hanging out at that time for FLF?
I mean,
yeah.
Second Life is my real life, so I'm here all the time.
Gotcha.
Nice.
'Cause I know we've come by, like I said, at Alt 3, we found Fem Daddy there. I'm sorry, Zipper. We found Zipper there. And I know there's been a couple times we come by, and I know you can't hang out there all the time, like 24/7. And I know we've come through here a couple of times as well because of FLF. So I'm glad we could work it out that we encountered you barbecuing. This has been a lot of fun.
For Tor, I'll do anything. I mean, for Consuela, I'll do anything. For the Blanches.
The Blanches, yes. And now I need to add you to my friends list, Buck, if that's okay. Unless you just want tour, which is fine too.
I mean, I did just add Tor, so you know.
Now, before I fade to black, are there any closing messages from anyone?
So I wanted to comment that there are some on the opposite wall of the nook. So through the doorway, there's some wonderful Pride banners, including the trans one, and I bring that up because
Visibility.
Yesterday was Day of Visibility.
Yeah. So which
Wow.
doorway is that?
What a
behind us.
great gay person I am that I didn't know. Wow, I'm really repping for gay people right now.
Just on the opposite, so
Outdoor?
through the doorway behind the nook. So
Behind the
Zipper went there.
Zipper went there. Okay. Well, I have my interface off, so I can't see anyone or
That's
kill a
okay.
camera, but I'm trying.
My closing remark is that
Oh, I see her.
Tor's very comfortable. Oh, look, and now we've got Gracie with us.
Is someone else sit? I was camming Zipper.
Yes.
So someone's with me now?
Heart
No,
Gracie.
someone sat on both of us.
Oh, sorry. It's not me. It's you two guys.
Yeah. Well, we can't help that we're just so desirable.
Everyone's sitting on us.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
All right, Tour, stand us all up. And I just want to thank both Buck and Zipper for being here today.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
This was fun.
Oh, she came back.
We'll have to hang out off screen sometime.
Oh,
Absolutely.
for sure.
You know what I mean.
Yes.
Oh my
Well,
god, I'll stop now.
Well, send us an invite and we'll turn up. You can count on that.
All right, well, have fun doing the rest of flip.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thanks, you guys.
Oh, I'm catching my breath after that last one.
That was good.
Like, I'm like, whew, I felt like I was actually, I don't know. It just all, it was exciting.
That was really cool.
And now you've provided me with an ice cream to cool me off.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And now we're at Izzie's.
Izzy's. Let me cam the item instead of my ice cream, which has dog bones in it. Now, I neglected to say that both the ice cream and the mug I was holding were an item that was being sold as a fundraiser for a dog who needed real-life surgery. That was being sold at E. So I believe the items are still available for sale there, but the fundraiser was months ago. So I don't know where the proceeds would go, if they would still go in that direction to the care of the dog. But I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so the offering at Izzy's is...
So it looks like it's a...
Were you not cammed on it? Inner eye corner concealer.
Yeah. Inner eye corner concealer.
It's a balm. And can you tell the difference to her in these before and after pictures?
Very, very slightly. It looks like it just lightens up the inner eye corner a little bit. Mm-hmm. Which I guess you might need that sometimes, but I've never needed that. And
yeah. I think this is definitely getting into the subtler things, because I remember they offered like a nose shine, like de-shiner.
Right.
And even with that one, we were like, is that really necessary? But, for some people it might be. And maybe you also need your inner eye corner concealed or lightened.
Yeah.
So, but if that's you, then you have this item here from Izzy's. It's made for Lelutka Evo X and Balm. So, I feel like I said that wrong. So it's made for Lelutka Evo X. I don't know if it also means it is Balm as well, because we've talked about this before. If it's a tattoo layer that's made for Lelutka Evo X, it's not going to show up right if you don't use an Evo X. So
it says that they have balm layers for Evo X and for
just
regular.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then, so it is both. Okay. Well, I am not in need of this item. So, are you, Tor?
No. But, so I think reading the description a little more closely does explain why some people may need it. If their particular face skin has really sharp painted on shadows, which some do, you can lighten that up some.
Yeah, and it could help save a skin that maybe is a favorite of yours, but maybe you had an issue with the shading around the eye. Yeah, I can see that. I think it might have been a little bit more helpful in the images that they chose to use to show it on a skin where that was really more of an issue. I think those two skins are very subtle, but I understand what they're going for.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like Revo wants my ice cream.
Probably does.
Are we ready for the next?
We are.
All right, we've made it to the next store. And Tour, where are we?
We're at Mithral, and they have more sconces.
Oh, I love these sconce planters.
Yeah, I mean, we love wall-hanging plants, and I love putting up lights, so this is like a wonderful combination.
I was thinking the exact same thing. This is a perfect tour item because it's plants and lights together.
Yep. I love it. This is a wonderful idea.
Yeah, I can't say that I've seen anything like that before.
I can't say I have either. It's wonderfully imaginative and well designed.
Agreed. I think because I will sometimes buy Mithral, like I've said many times before, I usually let you do all the decor buying, but Mithral's items are so, I don't know, eccentric, quirky, unique, that when I see something like this, I have to buy it too. And it's only 50 lindens, so why not?
Yes. So there are 2 different types of plants that you can get. Each of them is 50 lindens. And you can change the color of the sconce itself. So, yeah.
Is it 2 different type of plants or 4? There's 4 listed under, it says sconce planters.
I only see 2 available for FLF.
Oh, the display ones. Gotcha. So it's these 2 plant types in this color that are available for FLF, not the sign above it.
Correct. The other 2 are available, but they're 100 each, and they're on the left side.
I don't see them, so maybe they're not res for me.
Oh, they're like immediately behind me. Or you can get or you can get the fad pack for 200, which is as if you bought all of them for 50.
Yeah,
So I'm probably just going to do that.
that sounds great. I think I'm going to do the same. All right, we have made it to the next store, which is where, Tour?
We're at Muse.
Muse. And they've got these kind of, what would you call this, like a lingerie dress sort of thing?
Yes, and it looks like it's got straps to connect to stockings.
If that works that way. I mean, it depends on the stocking, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
they would, like, that's what they're designed to do, but
Right.
yeah, it's not going to necessarily fit anything.
Yeah. So then each one is separate, right? So 50 linden for the red or 50 linden for the peach.
Yes.
And of note, the peach has like a lacy kind of texture to it, and the red appears to be a flat satin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then we have all the body types. So we have Legacy, Maitreya, Belleza, Slink, and Cupra. So I can wear
But
this.
not reborn.
Not reborn, but I was going to say, I have so many bodies now that I can wear. I pretty much can almost wear anything to her at this point. Because
Yes.
I don't wear my Maitreya anymore because I graduated from that probably upon meeting you. Because you're like, Lala, you are not curvy enough, and we cannot achieve the level of curve that we need with a Lara. So, no slam against Maitreya. Trust me, I love a Maitreya. It was, it's probably the most popular body in SL. Not that I have data to support that, but when it came out, for sure, everybody was wearing it. So, but now that I have Legacy and I have Belleza, I do actually have an hourglass, Slink hourglass in my inventory. And now I have Cupra as well. So I think between all the bodies I've picked up, even if I don't have like Alice and some of these other ones that, are not as, I don't want to say popular, but that's the word that comes to mind. I think I have enough coverage across your major bodies to pretty much wear everything in my inventory. And that's exciting to me.
It is. It is.
So now it's just about refining shape, right? So I've got a shape for Belleza. I've got a shape for my Legacy. This shape here is my new reborn shape, which you and I, Tour, will revisit later off camera and we'll tweak it. And then I'm going to need your help with Cupra as well, because that one's going to take some work.
Yep.
But we'll get all that smoothed out. But
And we still have to get your Freya shape bigger.
yeah, we have to make the progression in the pregnancy because I didn't say it earlier, but I'm becoming an octomom. So I'm going to get rather large. Some people are probably thinking like, oh, she's going to be due any day now. No. You haven't seen anything yet. That's how come Tour running late today was like, you what? You're not going to be pregnant? I was like, not without you. It does take two, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't size up without you is what I was saying. So I'd rather use it as an opportunity because, I see challenges as
I know
opportunities.
You've been really itching to try out Reborn.
Oh my
too,
goodness.
and it looks great.
With all these badonkadonks that are just like bootylicious, like I can't anymore. Like all these butts I keep seeing at Fliff and the Flifty, and I'm like, come on. And it was payday today, so I'm like, ching, bring the Lindens in, let's get some bodies. So, yeah. So anyway, I will be buying these two because this is a sexy little number that I think is great, and I can wear it on my Legacy, on my Belleza, or if I decided to get my Hourglass out again, which that one I had to blow the dust off it because I haven't really used that one in a while, but I have 3 different ways to wear this dress. So.
Or your Cupra.
Oh, sorry, Cupra 4. Yep,
Yeah.
see? Yeah, fantastic. Okay.
All right.
Let me switch out. Let me pick this up and we can move on.
Okay.
All right, we've made it to the next store and it looks like a building that we're going to have to check out. But Tour, where are we?
We're at Nomad. This is the
Nomad.
container home. That looks really neat.
It does.
We will have to take a look at it and see
Yeah.
how Riva likes the aesthetic of being a junkyard dog.
All right, let's head up there. Okay, we are at the demo platform, and I like that it's more than just like flat white.
Yeah, they've kind
Platform.
of built it into the space.
Yeah, but they've not obliterated it, so that's cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're going to take a walkthrough of this. It's a 3-story building, but I know already, Tour, that, well, you can go in the first room, and I think you
let's
can
do
go
that.
into the second level, but you need to come outside to go up to the third level.
Right. So you get a little container crate on the first floor. Let's see if I can pull you up here.
Yay, look at you navigating me with those RLV and that short leash.
Yeah, second floor container. This looks
Very
pretty
nice. It's pretty roomy for a container.
Yeah. I like the window style of just like
Bars. I do too.
Okay, and let's check out the third floor. It's very sort of industrial-ish with all the iron and bars and stuff, and cross I-beams and things.
I love this balcony. I don't know if you call it a
Yeah.
balcony.
Absolutely, it's a balcony.
I love it. I love
Poured
spaces like
concrete
this.
on top of the container.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, the third floor.
I love this.
This is really nice.
Yeah. And all of this for 50 Linden.
Yeah,
I think
And
Reva
the-
approves. Did you hear her bark just then?
I did. I also like, this is a little minor touch, but I'm pretty sure the door is making that noise. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's got a nice little noise.
That's very cool. So yeah, I'd say we're both picking this up, right? Wouldn't you?
I'm definitely picking it up.
Okay, very good. Any other commentary before we pick this up and continue on?
No, just it's a very, very nice build. They really nailed what they were looking for and made it a functional, good space. And I like the navigation of it. And yeah,
Very good. Then let's give me a chance to pick it up and move on to the next.
that sounds good.
All right, we are at the next store, which is where, Tour?
We're at North Oak.
North Oak. Now, these chairs look familiar to me.
Yeah, so they had that couch.
Which is over here.
Yep, up for the 50. And these are apparently the chairs that accompany it.
I love
They're built
that.
in the same style, the same cushion, the same like curve under the cushion. Yeah.
Again, I am so in love with the texturing here that I'm gonna buy these, and I love that it like completes the set. So you
Yeah,
have
for sure.
the couch and the individual chairs. So you need to make sure to go to the 50 or Flifty and this Fliff so that you can fully have all the pieces of this amazing set at North Oak.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say before I grab these and we move on?
So, yes. While that table can work with it, what I would love to see is a table with that same like minimalist black like metal style supporting it.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you're right. That table totally works, but in order to really tie this set together, to have a table made in the same sort of vein would really bring it in.
Yeah, I would get that in a heartbeat to complete that set if they offered it.
And I'm looking at this table and there's books there, but it's not like Being Buck Dallas. That
That's
book.
true.
I'm gonna put that. I'm not kidding. You're gonna turn around and before you know it, Buck Dallas's book is gonna be on every surface in Stratagem. All right, are you ready to go on to the next?
I am.
All right. Okay, we've made it to the next store, which is where, Tour?
We're at Offline.
offline, and you said, well, actually, we had tried to come to offline, I don't know, like between flips, and it was like all like we were confused. And now I think I know the answer, right? What were you saying?
They were rebuilding their store, and this is the grand reopening apparently this weekend.
Yeah, fantastic. You should all come down and check out Offline's new store. But they have this offering, the Nelly Essentials set, in these 2 combinations. So it's a t-shirt and panties. And is it in Reborn? No, but it's in Cupra and Legacy and Maitreya and Freya and BBL, which I think I know what that one is, but not one that I'll be picking up because I have enough bodies. I think the bodies I have cover the general spectrum.
For now.
For now.
But yeah, I like this. I find this pattern amusing. Relax and nope. Those are
fun. So one's a teddy bear that says just relax, and then the sloth is nope.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fun. Because I was telling you, if it had been in Reborn, I would have probably just put this on right now and started walking around. Because I told you, with my fabulous Reborn ass, that I don't know why I have it so covered in these jeans. Well, I do, because I wanted to wear this outfit. But, like, I just want to walk around in a thong all the time now that I've got my Reborn ass. But as you've reminded me, we're not done being pregnant. So I am getting this little departure into this little tease of Reborn. So then when I push out the Blanches from my lady cannon, that then I will get to wear my Reborn.
Yep.
And then I can thong it up.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So do you think I should get this set? Like, I'm not sure.
I would get one of them.
Which one?
I kind of like the sloth because I never see those, and that's cute.
I think I'm going to get them both because I was leaning toward the just relax because, you know, I like to relax. So I'm going to get them both.
Okay, great.
All right. Are we ready for the next?
Yes, we are.
All right. We are at the next store, which is where, Tour?
Oh, my.
Oh, my. And what do we have? We have 50 Linden pose sets? Am I looking at this right?
They're like breathing animations, I think.
Okay, so is it 50 Linden per pose?
50 Linden for the fat pack.
Oh, you get 4 poses.
You get 4 for female or 5 for males.
Ooh, 5? I only see 4.
Well, it says 5 in the animation loader. Maybe it's a mistake.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you're in the market for some animated breathing stands,
I'm actually going to try these out and see if they work at all, and if so, I'm going to throw them into my AO.
Yeah, because one thing I haven't done in a while, and I used to do this. Actually, I did it when it became a thing. When Firestorm put in the AO into the viewer, I used that quite a bit. Like I would just tear apart my AOs and pick out like my favorite animations and put them in the Firestorm AO.
I'm still using a Vista one, but it allows me to throw in animations into it.
Yeah, because then the problem becomes, well, I might have to start doing that again because it's easy to do because you just make sure that's on the viewer and it doesn't take up a HUD position.
True.
So I just haven't done it in a while, and I used to get all kinds of compliments on it actually when I would walk around with the AO that I had built myself from like 5 different AOs. Because this was back from my modeling days, and it was really important to be unique. Not that it isn't now, because it's totally still unique. But I'm also lazy, so using a boxed AO is a lot easier. And you know me, I switch them out depending on how fat I am, how pregnant I am, what's going on in the RP. I switch it out for all those reasons. So. So yeah, I don't know. This makes me want to do that again, to tear up AOs, but I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to do, and I don't have time for everything. So.
And for only 50, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a cluster of animations.
Yeah, so I might pick these up too, just to have, and because it is a good deal.
Sounds good.
All right, you ready for the next?
I'm ready for the next.
All right, we are at our next destination, which is where, Tour?
We're at Peaches.
Peaches, and they have
tiny, tiny bird planters.
But do you see the name of it?
Kiriana's Burbs.
Burbs.
Yep.
That's adorable. Does the set come with a fox
these.
too? Yeah, 3-piece.
Yep.
Includes the bird planters
and
fox. Oh, I love a fox. I think you know that. I told you the
I
fox
do.
story, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I will put a fox on my car as a sticker because I don't stick to the body of the car. But there was a point in my career where I was in a really tough position where it was just not good. And I just had to like passive aggressively let my frustration out. So I put a little fox sticker on my car and I adorned my cubicle with foxes to illustrate, to signify the 0 fox given. I fell in love with that phrase, and so my spirit animal became a fox. And so
Nice.
whenever I would text my colleague to bitch, I would always accentuate it with a fox. So
Excellent.
she knew what it meant, but the supervisors who were giving me such a hard time, both of us, had no idea because they were that dense. But when I see a fox, will always have a special place in my heart. Thankfully, I'm no longer in that situation. That's long gone, and I'm in a much better place. But whenever I see a fox, it's still a special place in my heart for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the little bird planters myself.
Yeah, I know. You're a burb guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to pick these up. I know you picked them up.
Yes. And
So-
I know it's not a Saturday sale thing, but I also
yeah.
picked up this lovely fountain.
Oh, I love a fountain. But I love Peaches. I love the things that Peaches makes. And so
Yes.
I'm all about this fountain too. I'm going to pick that up as well.
I do have one criticism for the
Uh-oh.
fountain,
What?
and that is that very top jug. They didn't flatten out the water. So
Oh,
it's
you're
defying gravity
right.
now.
But this is SL. You can do that.
I know you can. I know you can. But they took the jug and they just tilted it. Like it was
Yeah.
clearly a jug full of water.
Uh-huh.
But they just tilted it without actually tilting the water.
You're
inside.
right. And now that you've pointed that out, it's like, oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna get it anyway because I don't care. It's a lovely fountain. They missed that detail.
They did. And that's okay. It happens. But I think
It
on
is.
the whole, this is just a lovely, like even my view, my screen, like just taking this all in, both displays, the sim, the setting, us, like I'm just loving
yeah.
this vibe here.
Peaches always has a good vibe.
It does. All right. Well, let me pick these up and we can move on.
Okay.
All right. We are at our next store, which is where tour?
We're at 7 Emporium.
7 Emporium. And we have a couple of frames.
Yep. They are frames. They're totally empty frames.
Uh-huh. You like a frame?
I do like a frame. Usually I like frames that you can put something in.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it is a good way to break up a wall and add some texturing to it and add something interesting to look at. But I'd be more inclined to put up like one of our photographs or something.
Yeah. And so you can't put pictures in here.
No,
So
they are just an empty frame.
so are you like inclined to not buy them?
I think I'm gonna skip them. Yeah.
Because you like a functional frame for displaying your art, your photography, so one and the same, right? So
Right.
yeah. Oh, we're approaching tour's bedtime.
No. No.
Should I call Buck? Hey,
No,
Buck,
no,
tour's
no,
getting
no.
sleepy.
Stop it.
I bet you would pinch me if you could.
Yes.
All right, so moving along, we are not going to pick these. I probably will because I like quirky things. I don't always need to stick a picture in it. So I'll pick these up because, I think it's, like I said, it's quirky and it's only 50 units. So,
It is quirky. Yeah.
all right, so I'm going to get these and then we'll move on.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, we have arrived at the next store, which is where tour?
Valentina E.
Valentina E, and they have 2 offerings. Right?
Yes. So this is a dress and something.
Like a
Not quite
jumpsuit?
Yeah, it's like a jumpsuit,
Okay.
unbuttoned at the top. And yeah.
I'm liking this. It's like I've said before, though, like both of these designs I think would go better on a slender frame. Like the mannequins, they're on. But I really like Valentina E on the whole, and that's what kills me. Like Part of me, it makes
Right.
me miss being slender. Now, don't slap me for saying that, but it does make me miss being slender.
I think the jumpsuit could still work.
Okay. You know, because anytime I try to wear a slender shape, you're like, let me help you out of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'll get the jumpsuit and see if we can make that work with a legacy.
Legacy, yep.
But
It also works on my Treya.
It does. Oh, and our girl's got it on right here. She's got the jumpsuit on, but she's, you know, she's a slender gal. So, yeah, so it looks good.
But I have a feeling it would work.
Okay.
It looks like it would deform up pretty well.
Okay. And then the other I like, but I know that's not going to look good on my legacy.
Yeah, ruffles
So,
just they
ruffles,
act funny.
no. Yep. So those are two great offerings. I'll buy the jumpsuit, and then we'll move on to, I believe, the last destination, right, Tor?
Yep, we have one more destination.
And what did you call it at 50? The penultimate?
Yes, the penultimate destination.
Oh, I love it. I love vocabulary words. So let's go. Okay, we are at the final store, and I haven't gotten to say this all video, and it's not the first time, but you found a place to sit. It's just the last time it was at Buck Dallas, and that was a whole experience. So
That
now,
was a whole
that's the best way to put that. I definitely lived up to my hopes of what it could be like meeting Buck Dallas and Zipper in person.
Yep, that was incredible.
And we're going to hang out some more with them. Maybe not on camera, but I wouldn't mind having them on every FLF. But, you know, I think every FLF would then be like 3 hours long for sure. But anyway, where are we?
We're at YouNeed, and we have arrived at their FLF offering, the Easel Office set.
I like it.
Yeah, and I also noticed they have this wall hanging with 9 picture frames.
Ooh.
Well, not really picture frames, but like
picture spots.
pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it both versions of it, the dark and the pink? The set for 50?
Looks like you can get each one, but you have to buy them separately.
Mm-hmm. But you get the
yes.
set, right? Or is it every...
You get the full set for 50, yes.
That's cool. I would buy them both, because then you can, like, mix and match.
Yes, absolutely.
And so, if I remember right, though, they had this sort of chair style in a dining set, didn't they?
I believe so. The
Maybe
animations
something like it.
are similarly named, the M01, 02, 03, etc. But yeah, if they're reusing it here, that's fine. I like the table style. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I like this a lot. I would totally get it. And I can't help but look at the hanging, what is that, a swing, a love seat, the thing next to it? I know that's not FLF, but the rocking sofa?
Oh, that's lovely.
Because we have stuff, porches, and that looks really cool.
Yeah, I'm going to get that as well.
Okay, very good. So I'm going to buy both of these. Do you have anything you want to say before we go back to Unity and wrap things up?
Well, the only thing is, and this is again just, I love the set, but I dislike that they just neutralize any idea of what an animation is in the menu. And I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. Naming them, just numbering them is...
Probably faster.
Probably faster,
Yeah. But you said they're M1 is like male one?
Yeah.
And like F1 for female one?
Yep. And
Gotcha.
it goes on for like 10, 12, something. And it,
Yeah. They're not the only ones who do that, though, unfortunately.
I know. I just don't like it when places do that.
You like a little description to your names, like cozy or curled up or knees up or
or typing or
yeah. So you're not asking for anything fancy, but just a little bit of a description so that you can get an idea for what the pose might be like.
It also makes it more memorable. So if you know a pose that you like, you don't have to remember, oh, I like M07 on this chair.
Right. You know, like
Yeah.
in our furniture and like Unity, for example, I know that I like slouch.
Right, exactly.
So, you know,
Which is descriptive.
yeah, for sure. That's a valid point.
But it's a cool little desk, and I definitely look forward to finding a place for it.
Agreed. All right, we're back here in Unity, where I started us off while Tour was getting dressed. And
Yep.
so we're here in Unity, and I'm so glad that people are finally getting to see it, because we've definitely we've referred to it, I should say, on more than one occasion. And I am going to link it in the description, so if people want to come see it for themselves, please do. You might run into us here. We do hang out here on occasion. Yeah, Tour, what are your closing comments for us today? Your words of wisdom.
So I have to add on to what you were saying, though. Unity is, I don't know if you expanded on this in the beginning of the video, it's a residential sim. It's a neighborhood sim.
No, I did not.
And sometimes there are, parcels available. So,
Ooh.
if you're shopping for a property like
And you want to be our neighbor.
and you want to be our neighbor, it's just, I can't recommend this place enough. This is a wonderful home and place to live. And the landlord, Kala, is a wonderful, wonderful person.
Yes.
And a dear friend. So.
Very good friend. I know we enjoy renting from her, and she
Quite
keeps
a bit.
it beautiful. Like, she changes the season. She's very attentive. You couldn't ask for
Absolutely.
somebody better. And we've been in SL long enough. I don't know how many different landlords you've had to her, but I've had a fair amount.
Yeah, I've very few. But yeah, like a lot of landlords, they do the minimal effort on the sim. They subdivide it up. They call it done. Kala puts a lot of love into the sim and really tries to make sure that the neighborhood vibe is maintained.
Yeah.
And
It is. And this sim is a beautiful walk. Like, if you just take a walk
is.
around the sim, it's gorgeous. It's very photogenic. So I definitely stress and echo what you're saying. It's a good opportunity to plug the sim for sure, because I know we had a vacancy right next to us for a really long time that you and I were eyeing, like we were going to expand into it if somebody didn't move in there. And they finally did. But, we've met some really nice people as neighbors on this sim. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I did point out that this is where we used to live for a short time when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
Are you eating and drinking over there?
I was getting a drink, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I want to go ahead and cam Buck's book again. I want to plug his one-page autobiography. It's texture, it's render, the texture needs to pop in, of course. But being Buck Dallas, I told Tour this is going to be a little Easter egg hunt where he's just going to come across copies of Buck's book. And then he'll have to let me know where he found one. So.
Yes. And so, yeah, I do have one closing, I guess, bit of wisdom. It's not related to Flip at all, but
Oh, sure.
I have to mention it because I always have to every year. So it is April 1st. Be doubly careful about anything that you read before you share it. This is a breeding ground for misinformation, and even if they are intended as a joke, a lot of times that misinformation sticks around for years afterwards. So just be careful.
It's a really good point to make, and I second it. So, as far as words of wisdom for me, I don't really have any. I think I'm just glad everybody was here with us to enjoy FLF. I'm camming back so that people can see a bit more of the farmhouse. I actually cammed back earlier so that you can see us. Actually, someone's dropping off milk right now. Look at that.
Yep. Alexander Durfel. Yep.
Are you calling out people again?
I am.
I have my interface off for a reason, and you still call out people.
I know. I can't help it.
I know you can't. So this is our, Blanche Farms retreat. We're happy to share it with you. Thank you for being here today, enjoying our video. Please subscribe, like, and comment. I know I enjoy the interaction, and I enjoy telling tour stories about it. I've had fun commenting on other Second Life people's, videos and stuff. It's a lot of fun. So thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or ideas. But yeah, thank you for being here.
Okay, bye.
Bye.